dating over 40 or 50 or 60, you are still a beautiful woman, still the prize.
Post-wall dating coach claims 40-plus-year-old women are still the prize. The foolishness. Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. We've made a video about a 40-year-old lady going on her first Bumble date, and in this video, a 50-plus-year-old dating coach is going to show us why a lot of women have the same mindset when it comes to dating, even if they are in their 40s. Now it's time for us to dive into this and do what we have to do. Because we men, ain't we? We men, ain't we?
Hello, my darling ladies. Crystal, your dating coach. Today's video, dating over 40, 50, 60. Age, my darlings, is just a number. I am over 50, and I feel young. I feel the same as I did when I was 20 or 30. And I pretend the same things I did when I was 20 or 30 in the dating world. A man has to still court me, picks me up at my home, picks up the check when we have a meal together or when we go out together.
Oh my goodness. First off, she says age is nothing but a number, and that's bullshit, especially for women. I know you want to make women feel good and all, but you're not helping them with this incorrect information. You're 50 years old and you say that you feel like you're 20, 30 years old. I hate to break it to you, lady, but nature doesn't give a damn about how you feel. You feel like you're 20, 30 years old, but you are 50 and you look 50 years old. Look at this movie clip right here.
It's a little bit too aggressive.
Too aggressive.
It's from the movie Top Gun from 1986, starring Tom Cruise and Kelly McGillis. Tom Cruise was 26 years old at the time, and Kelly McGillis was about 30 years old at the time. Almost 35 years later, a new Top Gun movie comes out, starring Tom Cruise, but not Kelly McGillis. Why?
Why?
Look what happened. It doesn't matter how Kelly feels. She doesn't look the part. Tom Cruise definitely aged, but men age like a fine wine. Look at James Bond, always played by an older man, and the Bond girl is always a young and attractive woman. You probably have your exceptions. Let us know in the comment section. The point is, when you age, your looks fade, and men will naturally look for younger women. And they can land a younger woman. You will have to compete with women that are 10, 20 years younger than you, especially when you're looking for a man that's in the top 10, top 20%. I'll come back to that later. Telling women age is nothing but a number is not going to help them, because with age, your fertility rate drops. Look at this graph. Look what happens from 35, 39 years old to 40, 44 years old. Women's fertility rate just crashes like an airplane. You lose your superpowers when you reach that 40-year-old mark. And that's when you start wondering, where did all the men go? And you still have that attitude that you are the prize? Let's take it a step further.
The only difference is, my darlings, is time. No time to waste. We don't have any time to waste. We are not 20 or 30. So when he says, I'm not sure if I want a relationship, I don't want to get married, maybe again, I'm thinking about my career, believe him. We're not going to force him or change him to wanting a relationship. No, we want a man who wants a relationship, who is looking for a serious relationship, a partner in his life.
And that should have been your attitude 30 years ago, when you were in your prime years. Only time for men that want to be in a relationship with you. But no, you had all the time in the world. You needed to focus on your career that most people don't have. You could always do better, dismissing guys for the most ridiculous reasons. But now that you're 40 plus years old, you don't have time. And you don't go into detail why you don't have time. Older women seem to have the mentality of a 15-year-old. They just look mature. That's why they don't like the manosphere, because we're going to hit them with the truth. And like Jack Nicholson says,
you can't handle the truth.
This dating coach pep talk is going to make these women feel good in a moment, but it's not going to help them in the long run.
No, that's not how it works. He knows what he wants. He is 40, 50, 60. He knows what he wants, and maybe you're not the woman for him. But, who cares? A lot of fish in the sea. There is a man you will go out with, and he will call you the next day or within 2 days and will ask you out on another date and let you know he wants a relationship.
We've made a video explaining why women are not the prize, and we're going to show you a clip from this video.
Well, how about dinner?
Yeah. I don't know, Sonia. I feel like I have edge.
Whatever she's having. My name is Zeke.
Maya.
Nice to meet you, Maya.
You changed your mind?
You think I could take you to dinner sometime?
How's tomorrow night?
Nothing happens when men don't take action. Everything stands and falls with us, and women act like they have all these options, but they are still single. And this is how the truth looks like.
I'm not talking about the F-boys or, the pookies or the guys that just aren't worth being in relationships with. Because sometimes, unfortunately, as women, we have the bad habit of picking the hot guy, picking the hottest, the guy that every woman wants, and bypassing real good guys who could actually be husbands. So I'm not talking about those bad guys that we may be attracted to in our 20s, but then they do what's dirty. No, I'm talking about men who actually have character, who actually have something going for themselves. It's bad to just overlook them just because they're not making a certain amount of money or because they don't look a certain way.
It's hard for women to change their mindset. They are still looking for the top 10, top 20% of guys, even if they hit the wall. The video of the 40-year-old going on her first bumble date proves it. Picks the guy that most women want and goes into the date with the I am the prize mindset. Can't get it through her thick skull that her date might not be interested in her, and that's why he asked her to pay for the drinks.
But don't be desperate, my darlings. You don't have to be desperate. I mean, look at Halle Berry. Look at Jennifer Lopez. Look at Gwen Stefani, who recently got married. Okay, they're famous women. So look at me. Over 50, not desperate. When I go out on a date, I'm not thinking, okay, what am I going to wear? Oh, I hope he likes me. Oh, what am I going to talk about? Yeah, okay, I want to, dress. I want to look nice, a little sexy. I want to have things to talk about. But I want that he has things to talk about. I'm hoping he will be an interesting person. Not if, he will like me, if he will find me interesting. He must hope I find him interesting. Yes.
The foolishness! Shit. Do you understand why these women are single? And why most of the time it's self-inflicted? Look at this.
But when it comes to dates, I feel like I'm not taking them out on a date. They are taking me out on a date. So they are taking me for my time, Yeah. So I expect them to pay.
They will take this mentality to the grave. Like I've said before, this dating coach doesn't explain why these women are the prize. It's the same old crap. Men have to do this and men have to do that. What are you gonna do? What do you bring to the table? And don't come here with that I am the table foolishness.
You are not desperate, my darlings. It's because you are over 40, over 50, hitting 60. You are still a beautiful, attractive woman. Lots of men would love to go out with you, have a relationship with you, and yes, you can still get married after 40, after 50.
Of course, you can still get married after 40, after 50, but the chances are really small. The average age of marriage in the US is around 30 years old. Men 33 years old and women 31 years old. When you reach mid-40s, just like your fertility rate, your marriage rate crashes like an airplane. Stop feeding these women that feel-good Kool-Aid. It's not helping.
dating over 40. Nothing changes. We still have to be courted, pursued. He must chase us. The only thing that changes is our time. No time to waste. He is not into you. He is not calling you. He is not asking you out on a date. He's not letting you know he wants a relationship. Next guy. Let the next man in your life. Mwah.
Get yourself a We Men Ain't Weak t-shirt and show the world that you are proud to be a man. Shit. Manosphere, we working. This video has officially been highlighted.